In this episode, we head to the Land Between the Lakes National Recreational Area in western Kentucky.
So cinch up those seatbelts, it's going to be a bumpy ride.
This is Wanderlost Overland.
Where the heck are we?
This can't be right. Land Between the Lakes is roughly 170,000 acres, long and skinny, and just laced all over with old roads.
On this trip, we only had a couple of days to explore, but we packed a lot of fun into those few days that we were there.
Our plan was to travel the most remote and less used routes possible, starting in the northwest, going down the west coast or west side, making a loop and coming back up the east side.
One of the roads that we were on was recently worked on by a bulldozer. I would have liked to have seen it before they improved it.
We were on our way to find a spot to camp that was recommended to us, and it turned out it really was an epic campsite.
So we got down here around noon and we went to the North Visitors Center and got a vehicle usage map and dispersed camping permits.
Yep, and it's really super muddy. It's been pouring down rain. Found some cool roads to drive on that are legal to drive on. And as soon as we made camp, of course, it started pouring down rain.
Well, we made it into camp, got the tent set up, and it started pouring.
It's pouring pretty good right now. Hopefully we can get out of here in the morning. This campsite is really awesome. It's right on the lake, and I can't remember what forest road it's off of. This is it. And you just keep going until you can't go any further, and here we are, right next to the lake. Morning sunshine. Grab yourself some coffee, sausage, and scrambled eggs will be done in just a minute. Then we'll go out and see what kind of trouble we can get into.
today we drove all the way down to the south end and then back up to the north.
Yeah, all the way down the west side, down to the very southern tip of land between the lakes, and then up the east side. It was a good day of driving.
It was. Towards the end of the day, maybe an hour left, we ran into a Jeep Jamboree.
We didn't literally run into them, but we caught up to them. Appears as though we found some friends out here on the trail today. And I mean, we kind of tagged along because there was no room to pass them, and we weren't gonna turn back. So
No.
we joined the Jeep Jamboree.
Yeah.
But they were cool people.
They were, and there were some really nice mud holes that we got to play in.
Yeah. This is a group called the Jeep Jamboree. They've got a training course going on right now. We're following up behind them, and they're going to test out this mud hole for us first. It's good to have friends. Yeah, it was nice. We found some Forest Service roads that were pretty cool. We had quite a bit of rain last night and yesterday, so they were pretty soupy and slippery, which made things really fun. We found another great spot to camp, dispersed camping. Yes, it's nice and wide open, and because it's wide open, there's a bit of a breeze, and it's up on a hill next to the big lake. We're at the very, very north tip. I think as far north as you can go on land between the lakes.
Now we're going to have a nice supper.
What are we having? What's on tap tonight?
It's either chicken or meatloaf.
Let's see what's thawed. Whatever's thawed, we're eating.
Or meatloaf and mashed potatoes.
Meatloaf,
and
mashed
green
potatoes, some
beans.
cheesy mashed potatoes, some green beans with some bacon bits and bacon grease over the green beans.
I'm not doing all that. You're cooking.
I don't care. We got time.
Sadly, in the morning we had to head back home.
There's a lot we didn't get to see in the land between the lakes this time, but we'll be back soon. Very soon.